welcome to my review of the Yuneec Q500 Typhoon Plus. It's going to be a kind of quick review. As a consumer, I bought this great piece of kit. It is great, but I've had a few problems with it, so I thought some of the advice and information I can give you about the steady grip, the controller, the Yuneec itself, some of the great tips that I can give you for using, say, the steady grip. What you see there, that's actually filmed with a steady grip. It's not very good at close-ups, but you can really get some great footage on the ground. This is an example of Avery Stone Circle in Wiltshire, which I filmed yesterday. And I'm also going to take you along to see a couple of websites what you'll also find very helpful. There's a great deal of websites out there. One of them in particular is the Yuneec forum, very helpful. So if you buy one of these drones, this is a place you have to go for sure. I'll also be looking into how to edit videos. I'll do more extensive videos later on down the line, but it'll make your life so much easier if you don't want to compress big files, because when you film with the Yuneec, you're going to get big files, 2 gig, and then you have to upload them and you try to edit them. If your laptop's not so great, not so fast, it's a difficulty. But let's start with the controller now. This is just a quick overview of the controller. When I brought the Yuneec, I didn't realize for 2 weeks until I had to do a firmware update that within the controller, under the battery, is an SD card. Now, how stupid, we should read the manuals, but tell me one person that reads everything. I didn't. And this is one of the most useful things that I found with this controller. I actually love the controller. This is probably the best part of the kit, as well as the bird. But if we take a look at it now, just have a quick look at the back. You flip the battery lid off, as I fumble to do it. And under the battery, you find an SD. Well, there's no SD card provided, but you have to put one in. And this will record GPS flight data, and also a low resolution recording of your flight, so it's very useful. And I stress this because if you crash it, you need as much data as possible, and you want to see where your last moments of FPV, and also you want to have a look at the GPS data, well, which I'll show you in a second. The controller itself, it feels nice. I don't like the yaw, that's what I'm pushing now. It's very easy to push, so it makes the spins of the quadcopter a little bit harsh for me. So I think I'm going to put an elastic band down there just to kind of slow them. I don't know of any features within the controller that show how to adjust these yaw movements. I don't think that's available yet, but maybe it'll come in a future update. Now with the GPS, the chip in the back, you can go to a website, which I'm going to show you now, GPS Visualizer, and you can upload the file from the ST10 controller, and then you can actually get a flight path, which is absolutely fantastic. It's perfect, and obviously very useful if you lose your quad. Now let's go to the ST controller firmware update. Now I had to do this because the model in the box, it had old firmware, and it lacked some of the functions on the controller, like follow me, watch me. So I've done this update, and it totally fried my controller. Now I was scared of doing updates, and I watched a few videos on YouTube, and when I seen this, I was horrified, absolutely horrified. Android problem, and I kept getting this crazy message. Unfortunately, messaging has, well, you can see it there, and I just didn't know what to do. And I was told not to reset the controller, because if you brick them, you got to send them back to Yuneec, and that means sending them to America, Europe, wherever, and it takes ages. So what did I do? I hit reset. God, I was so lucky. It all worked fine. Never again. No more updates. So the problem is, when your model was manufactured, it was supplied obviously with the latest firmware at the time. And obviously the model I got didn't have the up-to-date firmware. So the lesson I learned from it all really is don't do any firmware updates unless absolutely necessary. Okay, let's move on to editing your large files. With the Yuneec Q500, you're going to find massive files on your SD card. And I've tried compressing them using different editors, and it takes ages and ages and ages. So I found this very simple solution to edit videos just for visual content, and I'm going to show you a couple at the end of this video. I use YouTube. I take the SD card, I load it to my computer, and overnight I just load up all the files under private setting overnight, so in the morning they're all uploaded, and then I edit on the cloud, and I use YouTube editor, and it's a very simple tool. You have transitions, fades, you can add music very simply. And if you look now, I'm just playing, okay, and it's instant. So even if your computer is crap, you've got a slow computer, it works really fast because the files are already uploaded to YouTube. So it's just a case of editing them, and then when you're finished you click create, and then in I don't know, half an hour, 20 minutes, a 5-6 minute video complete, and then you can change the name and everything like that. And the other advantage is the music library from YouTube. It's exceptional and it's free, so you don't have any of these problems uploading your video and then finding out that there's copyright involved and everything like that. And you can go to the audio library. There's going to be links in the description below, and you can download the files directly to your computer. So if you're using Windows Movie Maker like I'm using today to do this video, you can add the music directly as MP3. So that's a little tip for getting started before you get into heavy editing and using different softwares for editing. This is a very quick way for loading the footage you've created with your Yuneec and putting it onto YouTube. Okay, that's my little overview of the ST10 controller, some useful websites to visit, a way of editing videos easily. I'm going to do a few more reviews on maybe the steady grip next time, and some useful tips of how to extend battery life to that, and tips for filming. Have a great day and thanks for watching.